lollies and jelly beans, it's Melanie Florence from Miss Melly Flows Vibe Life. This is my YouTube channel with all of my Vibe Life stuff. I've been tarot reading for 25 years, and so this is a page or a channel to share my readings and a few of my other things that I have going on. I make wands, the Witless wands, where I custom make for all different sorts of people, for different sorts of themes. So you can give me your colors, I put gems on them, make a wand just for you. I also have Jack's Treehouse, jackstreehouse.com, which is my photography and a bit of story writing that of the journeys and travels that I've had over the last however long I've been taking photos for. So I've got a few adventures going on. So I am doing elemental readings in my monthly, my weekly and my full moon. So I break them up by element, fire, earth, water and air. So what's strongest in your charts. I am also doing a few special interest. So this one is my Witches Brew elemental herbal tea. So I do a lot of hot tea readings from your gossip from your higher consciousness to you. This one I'm going to combine a few elements together. So I'm going to be doing this as a Wiccan Pagan Fae elemental reading. So I'll combine a few different decks from a few different things, a few different that I've collected along the way, and these ones are all of that in our little witchy sort of brew. So without further ado, I'm going to pull a few different cards for this reading. I hope you enjoy for October, our witchy month. So to start with, I'm going to draw two cards from the Earth Magic deck, which is by Stephen D. Farmer. Oh, I've got a whole heap of fold out. So a bit of Earth Magic. What have we got for this month for our Wiccan Witches Brew? What's the Witches Brew? What's the elemental herbal tea? Sanctuary. I think we've all been looking at this year. What's our sanctuary? Our endurance. Where's our home? Where's our safe spot? Where our home is, where we can draw. So people have been thinking about the sanctuary this year. All right, one more. What have we got for this month for our Witches Herbal Brew? I keep changing the names of these, I know I will. But for today, it's the Witches Brew elemental herbal tea. One more. So, I've been trying a whole heap of different formats to see what's best and what works best for these videos. All right, there's the other one. Here we are. Lightning power. So the power of lightning is brutal, and it's fast, and it strikes, and it's clean, and it's this massive energy, and it charges everything that's around it. Look at that, charging the ocean around it. It's very rare you see it with the ocean. But here but in this card, here we have the power, and we have the strength. So we've retreated to our cave, but we're looking for our power and our strength and the driving of what's inside of this year for us. 2020, it's been fast and the furious this year. Okay, so I've got a whole heap of different decks from different people out, which are all sort of in the right vein for our Witches Brew. I'm going to pull what I've got, the divination cards. I only got these the other week. So these are divination oracle cards from the divinations of the ancients. So these have all different sorts of ways that you might be able to divine and look at getting a source of inspiration. So what have we got for this month? What's the source of inspiration? How can we divine? Whoa, I'm throwing down over there. Lots. That was really interesting. You know, you see lots are drawn on a whole heap of different ways. What we're talking about is sort of runes. What are they saying? Chance and how you throw them out. So these are our dice, our lots, and you see them drawn. So we're drawing our lots and we're taking our chances and rolling the dice is a lot of what's going on inside of that. So lots, why I've turned to stone. I thought that was interesting when I saw lots. But if you've got runes, it might be a time, and it also might be a time for you to roll, take your chance and roll the dice. Roll your lot, see what your lot is in life. It's interesting how all these statements and all these things flow in together. What's your lot in life? What are you drawing? What are you drawing out of it? Okay, so I also have Lucy Cavendish has a lot of Wiccan like witches decks, pagan decks. So they sort of worked really well for me because I really am looking for old world wisdom. I also have a Lemurian deck, which I'm going to show you, which is just amazing. I think I want to read every single page around 1,000 times. I want to get to know the deck. But let's go. Old Ancient Worlds. What have we got? Let me show you the box so we can see. Hidden Worlds. Ooh, Lucy Cavendish. What have we got from the Hidden Worlds Oracle? So our Witches Brew, the first Witches Brew. Okay. So I have got a whole heap of Fae cards, which I will add into this, and a whole heap of Gaia, different decks for different things. But to start with, I sort of went with a real sort of Witches Brew. What is, please, one card for the Witches Brew? One card for our Herbal Elemental Essential. Liminal Dance. Delicacy, fragility, and transience. Alright, I'm going to pop the book out. What I liked about these cards is it actually works the horizontal a lot in these cards. We got 8. Let me do the reading. Alright, so 8. The liminal dance, delicacy, fragility, and transience. Amidst the standing stones of the ancient ones, within which lies codes to recall and remember who we are, dance we folk, whose dance re-energizes, amidst the standing stones of the ancient ones, within which lies the code to recall and remembers who we are, dance the wee folk, whose dance re-energizes and protects these great stones. Their delicacy and fragility cannot be denied, but nor can their strength or their power, as these unseen beings move around about in forgotten pathways, weaving to life the land beneath their feet. Ensuring the memories within the stories do not die, but connect again and again to those open to their timeless message. For you, dear friend, it is a time to remember that within the forgotten places lie the things you too once knew. And you have powers within arising, ready to embrace. You are a being as delicate and mysterious as the fairy, as eternal as the stones. And if you simply begin to remember, you will recall all that is. The simple acts of remembering the standing strong, of knowing that there is more to the world that can be dreamt of, will remind you of the eternal dance. You too. That'll remind you of the eternal dance. You too have within you delicate powers. At times you too are fragile. There is a transience into our bodies, as they will not be the cloak of our souls forever. But within this impermanence lies a great strength and beauty too. Dance the steps. Take the time to remember. Let the in-between places within you come back to life again. Illumination. Your every step has magic in it. Do not despair. Walk and dance with intent, and let the shape of your days be created within your will. Okay. Alright, so that's talking about a remembrance. And that's talking about a remembrance inside of us. That's deep inside of us, and walking the path of the lots and taking our power in our sanctuary. And you know, I think there's this thing of being transient, that we aren't here forever. And that's an interesting thing, that we know that. Alright, so I'm going to draw one more. I had a whole heap of decks out here, but I'm going to draw one more from the Beyond Lemuria Oracle cards, only because I'm so enthralled by these cards. So I'm going to flick the other 2 decks that I'm not using off the table with half of the cards down here. Okay, so Beyond Lemuria. So this is by Izzy Ivy. This deck is just amazing. Her pictures, everything about this deck is amazing. So it's very in touch with an old world, and it's very in touch with this world. It's sort of, they're saying ancient knowledge for our future, like for our ancient future. All right. So one card, there it is. Endless opportunities. Endless opportunities. Look at all those thought bubbles. Look at that. So I'm going to be doing my normal readings with these added in with my greenwood as we go. Like endless possibilities. Look at that. Look at all the thought bubbles, all the dreams. I read something the other day where it was saying basically every thought has the possibility to go somewhere. It's our decision. It's our lot. It's what we draw. It's our endless possibilities that are out there. There are endless possibilities out there for you this month. Alright, so I'm going to do the greenwood reading, and because I found that I'm finding with these that still works the best for me. So the greenwood reading is the reading that came with this deck, and if we need confirmation cards, I might throw some in. Let's see how we go. I'm going to turn this down so you can see what's going on the table and see all your cards, and I'll see you back after this. Okay, so we start with your present state. Where are we at? Where are we at? Oh, I'm turning the cards upside down. So what's the present state for our elemental? All right. So this is sexually strong, potent, masculine energy. This is passionate. This is spirit. This is faith. This is, you know, and believing everything that we have inside of us. But this is a passionate, strong, masculine energy, our fire sign king to start. That's our present state. So we're embracing our passion. All right, so the next card is our spiritual mediator. It's the next energy that surrounds us and what's going on. Oof, this would be our feminine spirit energy. This is our, this is the high priestess. So this is the balance of that. This is embracing our intuition. This is embracing our spiritual power inside of ourselves. This is a dance between both of these things. Your masculine and your feminine just in here. Our spirit. That's really interesting. The next card is our conscious will. It's what we consciously think about what's going on. So I'll just throw it out across the table. It's what we consciously think about what's going on. This is about our happiness. Our cup runneth over. Where does it all lie? This is our emotions. This is the pinnacle of our emotion. What is our happiness? What's going to make us happy spiritually with our passion? Our cup runneth over. All right, the next card is our source of our power. It's the driving force of the situation. What's the driving force? Alright, so this is spiritual. This is a spiritual reading. This is about, and not that they aren't all, but this here is about our responsibilities, our burden. But this is the step after respect. This is respecting everything that you've put together. This is respecting who you are as a person. This is respecting the burdens you choose to carry, the responsibilities that you have made in your life, the things that you see that make you happy. Like the things that you see like as your passion and your drive. These are the things that you carry with you. And that's the source of your power, being responsible for your power, your spiritual power. Alright, I got cards all over the floor under my feet. It's really fun. Alright, so the next card is our unconscious empathy. It's what we unconsciously think about what's going on. Ooh. So we have the King of Wands, which is our King of Fire. This is our passion, our drive, our spirit, our faith. Unconsciously, we've got the King of Water going on. So we've got the King of Cups. This again is this euphoria. This is about really taking on these emotions as a mature masculine energy. This is that really a loving, embracing man that can be really in touch with what's going on around him, his family, his people. But there's a euphoric state inside of this. So you really are in touch with those emotions. So we're not just thinking about being like sexually or faith. These are our emotions is connected in this in the front and in the back. We want to be happy and we want to be connected with that emotional state of being. Alright, so the next card is our challenge. This card has come up repeatedly this year. So, this is like your emotions on recycle. So this is like that you are not happy with yourself and you just got a filtered water system that's just filtering into itself. You see these two cups running down, they filter into these cups, which are running back up into these, and it's just this cycle. It's the only one where the water runs out like this in this cup and these energies. So this is like us not seeing This is us not seeing ourselves. You know, we've got the 3 cups of joy, and then that 4th cup is us, and then it's empty. Are you bored? Our challenge is to not be bored. It's to feel this euphoria, it's to feel this happiness, because that's what we want. Our challenge is to, you know, to break that recycled energy, to break this pattern. This is actually a position of rest of emotions. If you see that this is not the drama llama, that this is actually a resting of emotions. So this is time for you to put those to the side. Your challenge is, how do you deal with your boredom? How do you deal with your emotional boredom? And how do we cycle that on? Not just recycle the energy inside of that. How do we move on from a position of boredom? How do we? Because this is the healing element. What's the healing element for our Witches Brew? Our Witches Brew. Our Witches Brew. Elemental herbal tea. Alright, off the tea menu today. The Witches Brew. Okay. Oof. This is my favourite card. I think it's my favourite card. It could be. There could be another. There could be another couple that are on it. But this one, look at that. It's probably the scariest card. It's you. It's you letting go. It's letting you go of all your preconceived ideas of you. It's you jumping. It's you taking, you know, stock of everything that you have, all of your responsibilities, all that you've learned, all that your intuition says, all of your passion, taking hold of your happiness, and just taking a leap of faith. Your spirit already has. It's just waiting for you to catch up. So this is a jump. That's how you heal boredom. Is you make a move. Make a jump. You make a change. Be the change you want to see. Alright, you hold out and you have faith in yourself, and you throw your wings and your arms wide and just jump and have a go. That's your healing element. Alright, so one more card. What's the Witches Brew outcome for this month? Alright, my witches brew outcome. What have we got? Oof! We've got 3 kings on the table. This is about expressing yourself. This is the just king. This is like owning who you are, not just saying I have passion and I'm emotional. This is saying that I'm, you know, emotionally euphoric and I'm passionate and spiritual, and I embrace all of that. This is expressing all of it. This is telling the world what you believe. This is saying I have just beliefs, I am just, and I am who I am. I am the king of all of this. I'm going to take control. I'm going to, and this is discussions. This is real discussions in the air. This is somebody who is actually taking it and going to not just, you know, not just wish it and dream it. This is somebody who's going to have these discussions and bring it to the table. Okay, so obviously these could be somebody you know in these positions. Usually I think they've got something to do with you. Alright, so this is all very strong in faith. This is faith and emotions and jumping ourselves forward. There's only one way to beat the boredom, and that's to bite it, to jump in and do something else, like to give it and jump forward. Express yourself. Let people know. This is going to be an expressive sort of month for you, my Wiccan Pagan Fae, because this is really elemental. So I'm going to produce more and more elemental. I'm going to try to get them and try to get them to be in the flow, I guess. Not like that sentence. I really hope you like this. If you hit like and subscribe, that'd be fantastic. Share it with your peeps. I will be back next month for another Witches Brew elemental herbal tea. I'll catch you later. Thanks. Bye.